This assignment is in Photoshop and focused really mostly on understanding what transparency and locking transparency means in a file. So if you've opened up this file, you're going to see this. If you're not seeing layers or brushes, you need to go up here to Window and you need to select them. So wake brushes up and layers up. The thing that I want to have you call attention to is this is locked. I'm going to unlock that. You have two layers. There's a background layer that if you click on this color, you can just find some other color and click OK, and you can change that background layer. But we're going to be working first with this zebra layer. I think I'll actually rename that layer right now. Zebra, there. So when I actively select this layer, it goes into a darker gray view as far as the band here. And then up here, I'm going to go to this little checkerboard box and click Lock Transparencies. I'm also going to hide the background by clicking on this eyeball. The next thing I want you to do is in Brushes, go over here to this little stack of lines, which going forward I'll continue to refer to as the hamburger menu because it looks like a stack of hamburger patties. So I'm going to hold down my mouse and go down to Import Brushes. In the folder that you downloaded with this assignment, there was a file called .abr, which is an Adobe brush. So I click on that basic brush and I click Open, and then I see this folder now in my brushes. I expand that and here's my basic brush. So by hitting B on the keyboard, you can get to brush, or you can just click on this. It actively wakes up your brush, and it's got a color assigned to it at this point. You can change that if you want, but what this is doing is, since you've locked the transparencies, you can get very, very sloppy, and you can swoop the brush past the zebra, but the transparencies area on this image is locked. Let's do a Command Z and look at that. If it wasn't locked, this is what would happen. It would just go everywhere. So Command Z, let's lock those. And let's imagine that you wanted to make this zebra have different colors. You could take your brush. I'm being very sloppy, but I'm sure you would not be sloppy. And this is definitely one of these assignments that you want to be using the stylus pen so that you can actively draw on the Cintiq. You'll find that this just is going to give you this connection with this assignment where you really are going to feel like you're holding a brush. You want to change the color of that brush, you just double click on this and click on another color. Let's try pink. And then you can get super sloppy and loose when you hit the area beyond the zebra because the transparencies are locked. So this assignment is just basically having you color the zebra quickly or take your time. And then once you've done, you can change the color of the background to something that appeals to you in this drawing.